What made you want to write a book, man? It's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. It took me 9 years to write that book.
Wow.
9 years, because I was writing it at night. I was a single mom for 10 years, and I wrote it when the kids were asleep. So, and I was also writing it as I was doing research and all that. I didn't plan. It was more of a cathartic exercise to vocalize what was going on. And at the same time, people were saying, hey, can you help me? How did this work? Like, tell me what you did. So that's how that started. And then I started really enjoying it. I did a couple of really bad first drafts, and then I realized, you know what, this sounds too academic. Just make it sound fun and make it readable. So I put more of my personal stories in there, and that's what readers tell me they like the most. And then there's a quiz in there, so people can figure out. Again, I'm really results-based, being achievement-driven. I wanted people to not just read a nonfiction and be inspired. I wanted them to actually use it. So I divided it into 3 sections. The first section is about what's blocking communication. There's 16 different ways that we block communication, and many of us don't even know. The second section is about the emotional magnets. So like the upside and downside of each of them. And there's a quiz in there, so you can figure out what is my magnet. And then the third section is where most nonfiction stop. And I really wanted to put into action. This is where you can craft your messaging to connect to people's magnets. So this is what I use to grow my business from my bedroom to a top 100 fastest growing company. I use the emotional magnets. And people are like, how does that work? Well, my marketing background plus these magnets, if you are trying to sell anything to anyone, you need to figure out what their magnet is and craft your message to connect to it. That way, you will get their attention. So then that's how that book came to be. And now I'm working on my next book.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have, maybe good habits, bad habits, or whatever, but how do people like someone that's working a job, for example, because a lot of people while they're at the job, they think that they can leave the job and go home and kind of turn things off and become like a new person. But I don't think that works for most people.
It's pretty hard to turn that off, right? Like if there's an issue that's going on at work, it's going to come with you home, right? So the thing is, it's about how you're compartmentalizing the issues and how you're processing them and what you're communicating to the people in your life, right? So I have this rule in our house where, and we didn't discuss it, it just happened in our relationship, where as soon as the person comes home, we drop whatever we're doing and we go to the front door. Get up physically and go greet the person. So what that does is, even if someone's had a bad day, it makes that person feel seen and respected and heard and valued. And that can shift a mood in 2 seconds just by being present for the people. And I think when we have relationships and we've been together for years, they don't just stop being effective relationships, they drift. And your relationship drifts because you stop doing things like that, where you show the person that they matter, So that's the first thing. And I think then it's about asking them the 4 most important words you can ask your partner. What do you need? 4 most important words. And then shut up and listen to what they need, right? And what do you need? Like if they're upset, they've had a bad day, what do you need? Do you need to let it out? Do you need advice? Do you need a solution? Do you need me to go beat someone up? What do you need, right? So like ask them what they need. And that opens up the space for them to process it. Many times people have had an incident at work and have not had the time to process what they're feeling. And they should be able to do that with the people that love them the most.
Yeah.